Yo. The pot of clear water and actually dude foot long. Hey, let's go. Thank you, foot long. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hello, Chandu. See ya. So lazy today. See naked right now. Me or Atlas. I'm not naked. I was. I'm just out of the shower. What up? What up, people? Atlas is naked. I mean, is he? He has fur. Is fur nudity? What the heck? Giving me a heart attack, man. But they give Footlong VIP. Guys have been supporting the channel a lot. Oh yeah. Guys, the sauce is called comeback sauce. It's the backdrop sauce. What is comeback? Comeback. Is this safe to search? Comeback sauce. Yeah. It's fried food or a salad dressing in this cuisine of central Mississippi. Kind of growing on you? Nice. What is going on? This ceasefire, cease fire. There's no ceasefire. It lasted like 12 hours. But yesterday I got an Amber Alert as I was ending the stream. And then 5 minutes later, it's like, okay, airspace clear. But guys, you guys are speaking too soon. Did I watch this video already? How are you guys? What are you up to, hot of lake water? Am I here in California? No, I'm in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, footlong. Did you not know I live in Saudi Arabia? Let me turn off. All right, okay. DBNSE. Middle East, same picture. Honestly, could be Texas, Middle East. Good night, hot of the water. Yeah, sorry for the late start today. I got home late. I had intense nap. It was like one of the wildest dreams. It was straight out of like a thrilling thriller. Oh, not going to. Okay. And you said about to hit the bed. Why are you teasing us like this? Also, Shandu, good to see you. It's been a bit. Shandu, I've seen you on study time streams sometimes. That's cool. I think when she was doing the Kerala tour, I go to Absurd Tech Conference. Is there anything interesting I can watch while I eat before I begin? Oh, he started 10 years ago. Wait, I want to see this. Pause music. This is 10 years ago.
Y me llama el cocinero. Risita, ¿qué? Ve por la paellera. Venga, que las 2 de la tarde ya están aquí. Mira, el bañador, en las chanclas. Todo despeinado porque no me dio tiempo nada ponerme las chanclas y el bañador. Voy a la playa, había subido la marea. Eso. Eso. Había subido la marea con una paella. Y la encontré porque estaba la paellera agarrada metida entre las piedras de Chipiona del faro. Y cuando entro en el restaurante me ve el cocinero con una paellera y adentro la vende paellera.
Okay.
¡Asómate, mira dónde llega el agua! Llegaba el agua hasta el restaurante. Había subido la marea. Jesús, hay que hacer ahora con los 2 sacos de arroz. ¡Ay, llama
Yo.
para Sevilla! ¡Llama a
Hey,
Sevilla!
how are you? Good to see you. What happened to your PC, Faye?
Jesús, yo con el bañador y con la
No, it worked.
paella. El cocinero. No vea, para Sevilla. Y al último que cuando ya salió la bien de regla, estaba llorando.
Say hi to your BF. Raspberry
me cobró
vodka.
la
Haram. You're drinking underage.
Y ya no fui más. Me fui andando a coger los amarillos hasta hoy.
Oh shit! Put long. Thank you. There's a goat. She deserves a sub.
Me mandó por la noche. Había bajado más el agua y por la mañana había subido. Cualquiera estaba donde está la paellera. A lo mejor está en el barco ese del petróleo.
En el Prestige.
En el petriense. Ay, ay.
Me in my house, your dad allowed. That's good. I mean, it's not allowed in my household, but somehow got my hands on like moonshine when I was 16. 16, 15? I don't remember. I was watching I'm a Celeb. What's that? What is this? What is the origin of this video? Papa, we're dad. Get me out of here now. Let me look it up. Papa, we're dad. Oh man, he's aged. Wait, this is 10 years ago. The Liberty. Get me out of here. Oh, he's dead. Oh my god, rip. But it's so iconic that it's like it's an emote on Twitch. Used so much. He's the Kick W guy. Oh, so they're like stranded. Most popular one. At foot. Hello? They're using the most like gooner thumbnails. They're like a short video. Bruh, this is some of what's going on is freaking me out. Visitas. Juan Hoya Borja, comedian. Andalusian. Oh. Based on series of memes. Sevi? Described an incident where he worked in a kitchen porter. Thursday, overnight saw clean when he returned the next morning to retrieve the final found they all washed out to sea with the high tide except for one. He frequently interrupts the story with a trademark laugh and he fails to keep his composure. The original video was uploaded to YouTube and received 1 million views 8 years before the meme became widespread. Depending on where you go, I want to go. Enjoy KFC. I'm also eating like fried chicken. Yeah, that was fun. You should do more. You should do more community stuff like that. That's cool. Your community seems to really enjoy your yap. New BF and brother with you right now, KC. How are ya? Enjoy getting drunk as well. Barcelona. Yeah. Take care, Faye. So it started 4 years ago. Interview with the Pearl programmer. How far has he come now? 341K? And we need more Kyle and Tits in the world. I really like this channel. I like their energy. American aviation. Why do we have interns? Why are we doing AI therapy? And I want to watch all of this. It's good. So we watch the. So we're betting on everything now. Take care. Good night, hot dog flavor. Watch this one. I really hate
markets.
how they're pushing this on the masses.
They are websites
Like
that
even on Instagram, there'll be the random polymarket ad casually talking about, hey, you can make money predicting a certain event. Like this is a Gamba sponsor. I don't know. They use some weird like mental gymnastics to justify that it's not gambling. People lose money on this bullshit. Hello, Neil Pointer. What up, man? How are you?
that for some reason
Kalshi
exist.
Poly
When you go
Market
to one,
fucking
you'll
bastard.
find an infinite scroll of real-world events and their possible outcomes on which you can bet your hard-earned
People can fucking
inheritance.
inside
Events like
pages.
who will Donald Trump talk to in February? Logan Paul first edition Charizard sale price? Will Jesus Christ return before 2027? And when the US will strike Iran? But to this unholy list of questions, I'd like to add one of my own. Why is this allowed?
Yo, Zeno.
In the rapidly
Hello.
evolving genus of prediction markets, two species stand above them all. Polymarket and Kalshi. These companies are strikingly similar beasts who together are largely responsible for the recent prediction markets boom. In just the last year, they've partnered with news agencies and sports leagues,
Yeah,
launched
we're
massive
gonna
ad
lose money. There's
campaigns,
someone-
and each
for
reached
everyone that
valuations
makes money,
about
there's
$10 billion
someone
while
else on the other side
processing
losing
over
it.
$1 billion from users every week. Folks, it's prediction markets world, and we're living in it.
Prediction markets are the future.
Predictions markets, very hot right now.
Google announcing it will integrate Kalshi's data into their search results.
The NHL just became the
Better
first major
ranking.
U.S. Pro League to
Yeah.
strike licensing deals with prediction market platforms.
An everyday
He's lazy.
person could liquidate their 401k and bet it on how many times the Chipotle CEO is going to say carne asada in their earnings call.
crashed
Prediction
out.
markets are going to be the next thing, separating your boyfriend from his salary.
I've been getting into prediction markets, and I think more people should be involved.
So we bought $100 that it's gonna go up. I'm locked in, I'm locked in. No! Yo, this is emotional.
But prediction markets weren't always the multi-billion-dollar addiction apps that your husband checks on his phone immediately post-climax. In fact, prediction markets got their start as the insignificant fringe interest of enormous nerds. In 1998, faculty members at the University of Iowa created experimental prediction markets to discover what we could learn from letting people bet on things like the presidential election. The Commodity Futures Trading Commission, which oversees pretty much all trading, let them run the experiment so long as they kept the money dial turned down to for non-profit/academia purposes. But now these things are most certainly non-profit.
You can't use there's definitely still some legal area operating this in the US because both these platforms don't take money out of your credit card, right? You need to use crypto.
In fact, they're mucho profit.
Did you see this coming?
Scam
This
as
explosion
prediction.
of prediction markets?
Anybody
be
that
ruthless.
says they saw this coming is full of shit. I'll tell you that much. It was so small. There's
Ruthless
nothing
about
going
what?
on in the background.
Dustin
As in
Gauker
taking
is a
action
reporter
against
who
these
writes
companies
Event
or regulating?
Horizons, a fantastic newsletter on prediction markets, if I do say so myself. Dustin explained to me why, at its core, the idea of prediction markets is so potentially valuable in the eyes of the world's beta-blocked VC bros.
Information is money, right? Information is super valuable. The more information you can have about world events and what's to come, that information is power. Like if you can tap into that information, then you have something. And again, this is why major financial interests are really getting into this and really find this interesting.
The major financial interests Dustin is talking about here are, among other things, investment banks and hedge funds, a few of which are hiring traders for prediction markets, titans of traditional news media, Venmo, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Donald Trump Jr., who's an advisor to Polymarket and Kalshi, and his daddy, whose social media platform is making their own prediction market, Truth Predict. The fundamental argument for prediction markets' usefulness is that they tap into the so-called wisdom of crowds, turning them into an extremely accurate predictive tool. The idea is that if you get a large
crowd
number
is
of
never
people betting
wise.
on something, you're going to approximate the best possible guess at the outcome. With modern prediction markets specifically, this has to do with the sheer number of people betting, but also the types of people betting. Experts and people with inside information could be incentivized to get in on the action. These traits were immediately noted by economists in the early 2000s who noticed that the Iowa electronics market was actually predicting political outcomes better than most experts and pollsters. We also saw an example of this in the 2024 presidential election when traditional forecasting methods had the race as a toss-up, but prediction markets saw it as a clear Trump dub. And it's this kind of stuff that has Kalshi claiming their predictions are as good as Wall Street, and as Polymarket CEO Shane Copeland feeling confident enough to talk a big game to this immortal news elf.
And how accurate is it?
It's the most accurate thing we have as mankind right now, until someone else creates some sort of super crystal ball.
But perhaps you're wondering how the Benny Blanco of Peter Thiel's got away with running this multi-billion-dollar company. I thought prediction markets were supposed to be non-profit. And in Iowa, What happened? Compliance. It can be a scary word. Don't matter if you're a chief information security officer at a goddamn enterprise business, a startup founder,
Ouch.
or plain old employee. But compliance doesn't have to be scary, no ma'am. Not if you choose Vanta. Vanta turns compliance
I've never used
into
the automated compliance
compliance.
tool.
I'm calm. No matter how big you are or fast you're moving, you can trust Vanta's automation to get you compliant quickly and painlessly. Keep you secure with
I just don't
continuous
trust,
monitoring.
'cause there's a lot of
and make
work
sure
that
you're
can't
not
be
screwing up
automated.
important stuff like audits. You do not want to screw up
When it
audits.
comes to
That's what my
compliance.
great-grandpappy used to tell me during visiting hours at that white-collar prison they kept him in. We'll clear his name one day. But with Vanta, you don't have to worry about any of that, folks. Breathe in that compliance, baby. Breathe that shit in. Head on over to vanta.com/goodwork to get started. That's vanta.com/goodwork. Thanks very much to our friends over at Vanta for sponsoring this video. Now, let's get back to it. Now, quick lesson on legalized gambling for you. Here in the United States, if you're going to create a gambling product, first off, great idea. You're going to become a trillionaire. But second of all, you're going to need to hire a high-functioning team of cold, heartless lawyers to machete their way through jungles of red tape to launch said gambling product. It took the sports betting industry years and years of lobbying and groundwork to launch their products, because gambling is regulated by the states, not the federal government, so they had to do the whole process state by state. And they've still got 11 more states to go. But Kalshi and Polymarket, these cats work smarter, not harder. They looked at everything you have to do to legally launch a gambling product and said, but what if it wasn't a gambling product? Dustin, how's this shit not illegal?
That's a big question. That's the question everybody's grappling with right now. It's legal because it's federally regulated under the Commodity Futures Trading Commission.
Now, if you'll remember, the good people over at the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, who oversee futures and other derivatives trading, not juicy enough. Excellent. Basically, prediction markets like Kalshi and Polymarket consider themselves to be closer to the IO electronics market.
I used to like so many DraftKings ads when I was younger. I didn't know what it is, and no one would explicitly say it's gambling. And I'd look it up, and I tried to sign up. I was like, oh, people make money on this app. And over time, I realized I never put money into it. Just like everyone was advertising it, and I was like, okay.
Than DraftKings.
It's just crazy how
By
like
this logic,
these
their
ads
argument
are
to the CFTC
so
is that what they offer isn't a
accessible
gambling
to
product, but instead
impressionable minds.
markets to trade futures contracts on real-world events that have meaningful economic consequences.
We're a neutral, transparent financial market. We're like the New York Stock Exchange.
Right. What is the difference between gambling and prediction markets?
There hasn't been a single financial derivative that has been set up in the US or otherwise that hasn't been called
This is
gambling.
mental
Now,
gymnastics.
we're starting to get into some sticky legal territory here, and if I'm keeping it 100, I do not 100% comprehend. And whenever that happens, I'm always sure to call up a professor of business law at Seton Hall Law School.
I'm a professor of business law at Seton Hall Law School.
Home of the...
Home of basketball players.
Glenn, what's your mascot? What's your mascot you got over there?
I should know this, but...
You don't know? We'll edit that part out. So home of the...
Pirates.
There you go. I tasked old Ilya Balin here with translating the legalese by which
so we
Polymarket and
can-
Kalshi
yeah.
argue they're permitted to operate their platforms across the country.
The instruments that prediction markets use are styled as derivatives, and they can be styled as swaps. They can also potentially be
It's a
styled as
different
futures or
UI
options.
for gambling.
But irrespective of which derivative they're styled as, once they're characterized as a derivative, they, subject to some considerations, can be listed on a derivatives exchange. This goes back to late 1800s, early 1900s. A major exchange, the Chicago Board of Trade, and there were a few other exchanges too. It was hosting some real trading in grain, the years of the Civil War, foodstuffs. It also started trading what are called futures, a certain grade of a commodity at a certain price at some future date. And these were the first exchange-traded derivatives we saw in the U.S.
His words were going in my mouth and up to my brain with a speed and complexity I was frankly uncomfortable with. I needed to reestablish control. I just want to let you know, no matter how hard you try, I'm right there with you.
I love it.
I know it might not look like it, but mentally, I'm exactly where you are.
I like walking odd woods and company is good in them.
I'm in that woods with you. I'm in that woods with you, brother. If it's economic function and utility that's the key to legalization here, how come I'm looking on prediction markets and there's a 5% chance that Jesus is going to come back?
Yeah, no, it's a great question.
Thank you.
The explanation is drift. The explanation is regulatory drift. And
what does that mean?
You started a place
Was this true?
where
I saw
something
a post somewhere. Poly market bet Trump praise Allah on East. You like a comeback? Yeah. Trump praise Allah again. Allah predictions and real-time odds. Politics. What has this world come to? It's all ridiculous. What the fuck? Where are the others? There's a 5-minute up and down for Bitcoin. FIFA World Cup winner. Vision winner 20. Ninjas in pajamas. Daily tweet markets. Will a number of Elon Musk tweets on April 10th. This shit, let me see. I can spot a grifter from miles away. So I wait. So I dig into the code to find out if it's legit or not. I guess I right. Benny, the crypto founder. Oh, I saw this. Best memory layer to date. No Git author history. Will add up. Account will push the original repo. It was squashed one commit and published under Mila. Yet she has 7 commits, only 2 active days. It is so odd. Now there's this pump.fun. Signal. Libre.org. One. I just don't understand. Is this good? Is this like, have people tried it? Does it stand the test? Or like, is it true to the benchmarks that they claim? This Tomich, I don't even, this network chug guy, this is someone I used to like enjoy watching. But now he just covers the most like mundane, I don't know. He's gone in a direction I do not enjoy. Oh, it is a crypto. I thought it like when it's Libre, it was some free open source software kind of thing. But it's a lending market. Okay. AI powered products. Damn it.
makes a lot of sense. And then circumstances evolve and products, financial products, as all these evolutions are taking place, they change. At each step, the new one sort of resembles the status quo, but the steps get further and further from that core, including the core purposes that an instrument at the time it was brought into the regulatory system was designed to serve.
Thank you, Ilya. That was beautiful. But it also alludes to why, again, this all feels like it shouldn't be allowed.
I think my problem with Kalshi has been they tell us that none of what they're doing is gambling. That's the big thing. The argument is
they're
so
honest
under
about
the
it.
CFTC, everything has an economic consequence. If you're allowing event contracts,
Then
it
I'll
has
be
to have
like,
an economic consequence, right, in the
not
world.
hate
So in
them
that
as
world,
much as I do now.
everything has an economic consequence. I can invent an economic consequence for everything. But yeah, there's this line of things that are really important markets, Fed interest rate cuts, the price of Bitcoin. These are things that are like very easy to diagnose. They have an economic consequence in the world. All these other things are more just for betting and speculation.
It won't be there.
Again, like we have these things because
I don't know. I feel like
there hasn't been a whole lot of thought. Kalshi
gambling platforms are
insists
still around.
everything's an event. Everything can be traded.
But they
and
won't
there
be
you go.
able
You
to
get everything
aggressively
in the world.
market
And again,
as
the
they do
CFTC
now.
has just kind of said, sure, it's all an event. We're not going to stop you.
And amongst the events that take place daily in our world, there is none bigger than sports, which dominate prediction
They are
market
illegal
volume and make
gambling?
them seem pretty gambly. Kalshi in particular has made a big push into sports, which has been a huge source of growth. The number's constantly changing, but as of
I
late
don't know how
2025,
the
about
laws work.
90% of the
It's
fees
very
Kalshi was
illegal in
collecting on
Saudi.
trades came from sports. Trades like taking Los Angeles L over New York K in pro basketball. Clearly, day and night from gambling on the Los Angeles Lakers to beat the New York Knicks on DraftKings. And if you're thinking, well, gee, Dan, Kalshi's argument for this not being sports gambling is feeling pretty thin, well, when they first launched sports contracts, they literally ran ads saying sports betting is now legal in all 50 states. Kalshi has now distanced themselves from this language, but come on. Let's zoom out from the nitty-gritty and activate common sense mode here. The vast majority of people think that sports contracts are gambling and not financial contracts. God damn it, I even found a guy who's pretty much a professional prediction markets trader, and even he thinks it's ridiculous these things aren't classified as gambling.
On Kalshi, I've got $250,000, and I'm out of cash constantly because there's so much stuff to trade on every single day.
So you've made $250,000 on Kalshi?
Just paper money.
That's what I currently have. I think I'm at like 550,000 or 560,000 in pre-earnings there, and I really started in March of 2024. I've been asked by companies to respond to reporters and say that's not gambling, and it's like, well, I don't really believe that, so look for somebody else. If you're arguing that it's not gambling, you got a tough battle ahead of you. But there's different types of gambling. Like if I'm flipping a coin and calling it, there's no skill to that, right? It's 50-50, you're right or you're wrong. But something like a poker or prediction markets or the stock market,
poker is gambling.
Ways to give yourself an edge. So you have to have an edge.
Yeah, there's ways to still gambling.
If you're an idiot, you're probably not going to do well. So you've got to have some level of intelligence.
Idiots are not going to do well in these.
I would recommend if you're an idiot, do not join this unless you want to just lose money for fun.
Ultimately, law has to be about the people, not the legalese. What's the difference when you open up a wager on the Red Sox game on, say, FanDuel versus Kalshi? Why is one gambling and the other legitimate financial activity that's regulated by the federal government? Because a laywoman,
Your account kinding is fine.
Layman.
Yeah.
Can't come up with a good justification for that distinction. I think we're sort of in real trouble.
To be clear, I don't think prediction markets should be banned.
It's crazy how modern casinos, they track people or they use some algo to verify if someone's counting cards in their head or not. Just like Yeah.
I think that there is some value, and I think people should be able to interact with them how they want, but I do think that the regulation around them has to shift.
New correspondent is Kyla Scanlon, an author and economics commentator who recently published an op-ed about the dangers of prediction markets in some rag called the New York Times.
I try to stay away from good and bad as words, but I think the reason it might be something to be cautious about is because of what the platforms incentivize, which is that insider trading. They also have a lot of really questionable markets. So, there's markets on whether or not the leader of Iran will be overthrown. There's markets on all of these things that maybe, again, we shouldn't be betting on. And so there's sort of this validation that the mainstream outlets are providing to prediction markets when they do partner with them and talk about the odds as sort of this consensus reality, like this thing that we should all accept is happening because there's, bets that it's going to happen. I'm not saying that people are wrong for doing this. It makes sense. And I think it ties into the broader issue of financial nihilism, where people feel like they can't get ahead, so they might as well go bet on all of this stuff. But that creates further desensitization too. So I think you can become more attached to something happening, but becoming more attached to a leader getting overthrown because you have money on the line. I think that psychologically and morally, morals are tough, but that's a tough one to process, right?
Indeed, it seems to me that what these prediction market companies are doing isn't so much capitalizing on their potential economic value, but rather the general chaos of our world, fueled by a never-ending media cycle and the crippling gambling addiction me and the boys developed after parlaying on Aaron Rodgers back in 2011. I mean, this is what happens when you pump your dorky finance product with 100 fluid ounces of VC-backed cash steroids. It's a brass strategy. But will that strategy work out for them in the long run? Seems to be a gamble they're willing to take. You can bet on that. Casino. For Good Work, I'm Dan Toomey.
Dan Toomey. You're pretty unhinged, yeah.
Have you ever placed a Kalshi wager yourself?
No.
Who do you think's going to open for Bad Bunny at halftime?
I've seen him in person. I've been so
Pregunto or
intimidated
in
having to go like both EU and NA. Each time I did not go up to him and say hi. I was too afraid.
Shit. Okay. What song do you think Bad Bunny's going to play first at halftime? Is it going to be TT Me Pregunto or Ballet Inolvidable?
I lack expertise in that question. That might not be a market I wager on.
Sounds like TT Me Pregunto is what you're going.
I went to a casino once in Sri Lanka with me, my friend, and his sister. We were at a bar. Caveman Crafting, welcome back. Good to see you. We were at a bar. And the legality of marijuana in Sri Lanka is like gray area, but people smoke it a lot. The bar has like a no drugs sign, and it clearly identifies weed, right? But there were tourists there. Was doing some clockwork, and man, did they nerf the hell out of the limit? Oof. Had the max plan downgraded. Glad you did. Nice. I mean, for me, I wouldn't pay for a subscription out of my own pocket. Like my company's paying for it. What did I say? Oh, but there were tourists there, and there was this one Pakistani couple, and they looked so cute together. So I was like, we were next to them. Like, I told them that you guys look so cute together, and then, it just kind of like naturally evolved into a conversation with our group and that couple. Turns out, the dude was a professor of economics, and he had his own college in Pakistan, and he had his own weed farm in Pakistan. And he frequents Sri Lanka because there's this one casino he's well known at. Got Olama Cloud 20 per month and using Kimi K2 get some more mileage. Have you tried the new GLM 5.1? You can switch out entropy in cloud code for Olama model. You should be able to, no? You should be able to switch provider on cloud code. But why would you want to use cloud code as a harness? Try a different one. There should be better ones, right? Chickened out of pursuing a PhD. What did you want to pursue for long? And then he is well known in that casino. He has access to like coke in Sri Lanka, weed in Sri Lanka. So he's well connected, and he had weed. And I was on vacation there, and I was addicted at the time. I hadn't had like my hands on weed for like 2 weeks, and I was tweaking. I'm like, dude, and yeah, the people in the bar accommodated us and made space. Although they had the illegal sign, they couldn't. The staff like made like a little space for us where we could like privately like smoke. And then we were chatting and like, we're gonna go to the casino after. You want to go join? I'm like, sure, let's do it. And we went to the casino. There's a big line. We skipped the line. He has like some special card because of how much money he's put in there. He uses the casino like a bank. And they greeted us. They let us in. I didn't put any of my money, but he gave us money to play with, so we can just try it out. And they had like a huge buffet section in the back, and we were enjoying the food. There were dancers. Like I think they were Ukrainian or Russian dancers. Like it was a wild experience. Caesars gives you that. I can hang with continue app plugin, though really would be nicer if you could switch out Claude for your open cross CTO agent Spark. The resorts. Caesars is like a casino in Vegas, isn't it? I know this because of The Hangover. What was the Bamboo Casino? Bailey's? Was it Bailey's? I think it was Bailey's. Yeah, this is it. I think. Oh yeah, this is it. What the heck? I don't remember this. Eid Delight Fiesta. What is going on? Money flowing left and right. Yeah, that. Bellagio. Is there a Bellagio? Bellagio? No, I haven't gone to this. I only went once. It's the only time I've ever been to a casino. Rewards Club. Right. Lock into some migration stuff.
I'll put.
Hope you win.
Did I came out rich or poor? Oh, I didn't gamble. I didn't play with anything. My best friend's little sister, she was playing some of the slots. She made money and then lost it. But the guy was down, and then he came back up, but a little bit more than what he went in with. And then he's like, okay, I'm gonna not push it today, and we left. There is some math behind his thinking. I don't know what he does. But he's in the class. Anagrams? Anagrams. What about anagrams, Faye? I don't know, but you're drunk. You're a drunk. What music do you like? You can control the playlist, okay? We're watching Mr. How was that? I never enjoyed Mr. Beast videos. It was shit? Okay. No, it just makes me feel like shit. You like Mr. Beast, but this sucks? Okay. I don't know. Just there's something about like OG YouTube where it felt homey and like amateur. And now it just feels like, you know, very high production value. Doesn't feel like, you know, more like Mr. Lee came over and bought KFC, but you ate it. Slimy feeling dude. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know him enough to talk about him. We can't be better than that. Thought you had something else to attend to. What was she attending? It's Easter holiday? How long? I thought you only get 1 day. 2 weeks? Or is it just for school? All right. The software and game dev. Depressed? What's on your mind? What's getting in the way? Other day? Was that the day I was there? Or another day game? Yeah, that was fun. Yeah. How was it hanging with the community? You used to worry about Weaver games and things like that back then, right? Are you more comfortable doing that now? It's funner talking with people than just talking, yeah. It was your that one mod. Yeah, I'm very picky about who I mod. I feel like put in an awkward position when someone that supports the channel tells me, can I be mod? I'm like, no, it's something that I decide. Yeah, I'm picky. There's a certain sort of humor requirement. Have I tried File Pilot? Branch. Wait, what the heck? Why did I look up your name? My head doesn't work. File Pilot. Next gen file explorer. Oh. Am I drunk? No, I did do I did do drunk streams way back, but this is before you guys knew I streamed. It was fun though. I had like people from my small streamer group back then come and like keep me company, stream from a bar. When I went to Spain with my dad, we went to bars every night and did karaoke. Oh man, I just want to do karaoke so bad. You can't drink underage, so in less than 2 months, you're gonna do drunk stream. All right, are you gonna be as unhinged as your grandma? Drop and replace and file explorer written in C11 really fast. Ooh, is it free? Free beta. Boost is a no-go. Hash is okay. No, you're better off with Boost than Hash foot long. Like you can drink in Saudi. It's just you can't get your hands on it. So, but now there are stores that sell stores Riyadh. Where do you get it? I don't know. I don't even know where you can buy it, but there is one alcohol store in Riyadh strictly for non-Muslim diplomats. But there are bars. They let you go behind the bar as well because the bar woman liked you. You're 17 in Spain and they didn't ID you, so you got pissed every night. You was drinking at 11. Jesus. I mean, white family, all alcoholics. The underage drink. I recommend trying whenever I'm free. All right, I'll have a look. Perpetual license, 1 year of updates. What does that mean? Perpetual license, but 1 year of updates? I'll keep it bookmarked. I don't want to install anything right now without digging in deeper. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh, there are bars. Like the American Embassy has a bar, and I've been there a couple of times. But to get into the American Embassy, like the recreational stuff, you need to get approval beforehand. So my mom would take pictures of our passports and request permission beforehand. Speaking of, my mom went to visit her office today and collect like whatever survived from the strike. She took videos. This is, yeah. Benidorm is really fun. Benidorm didn't I? Oh, okay. You're gonna go abroad to drink. They're really good. So in Canada, the drinking age is 19. Ontario drinking age, right? Is 19-year-old. 19. You need to be 19-year-old. But in Quebec, drinking age is 18, right? So if you go to Ottawa, age to drink at home in England, age to drink at home in England. Children as young as Jesus. Often under, preferably all the time. Just... All right. So this is Ottawa, right? And you see this big bridge? Wait, is this the bridge? Hull. Bro, either was this bridge, historic site of Canada, Canadian Museum of History, War Museum. Okay. So December 2016, I was 18, right? It was New Year's, and I was in Ottawa. So we walked from downtown Ottawa, crossed this bridge, saw the War Museum. Like, it was closed. It was night. It was close to like when it was going to hit 12. Walked, crossed this bridge, walk. And then all of a sudden, legal drinking age, because that's the Quebec border. But I didn't have a Canadian ID. Yeah, I like clubbing as well. Depends on the vibe. Wait, you like bars over clubbing? It depends on the mood. I like karaoke bars. I like singing. Quiet dive, that's boring. Heck, let's drink at home. Ice cream shop is good. Karaoke every day and spin with your dad. Hell yeah. What up, Dan? But yeah, cross the bridge, suddenly of legal drinking age. And I think somewhere here there was a bar. We ate at Chef Fatima. Where's this it? One of these places. But I had my university card. Let me see if I have it here. I didn't have an Ontario ID or anything that proved my age. I didn't want to carry my passport around. I have my university card. Cover my student ID. But then me showed that. And they're like, but this doesn't have your age in it. I'm like, oh shit. And then I felt bad because like my 19-year-old friends, my friends who had their IDs would have to like leave and not enjoy. And then they're like, it's okay, you're in university, so you're most likely 18, so come in. I'm like, hell yeah, let's go. That was my first experience being at a bar. Cargo room. We should do karaoke. Wait, next year I'll do TwitchCon EU. You should try to see if you can make it as well. We'll have a nice crew going. Hey, be careful. Don't fall into that crap. It was fun. I mean, when you're going out with friends, that's fine, but don't get drunk alone just because you can. That's when you're like going down a bad path. Hammered Dan, wait, it's awkward. No, not next month. Next year, Dan. I'm not going this year. House -8. And Face is mumbling stuff, saying things. Might go Amsterdam in October for General's LAN party. What's that? You're going to TwitchCon this year? Damn it. Do you know anyone going, Dan, outside of Prime? Usually Chrono, hey, data, I'm gonna leave this area and look later. Bye. Okay, take care. Hello, druggies. Yeah. Going to TwitchCon EU? No. I think Prime will be going. Jackie was supposed to be going, and that gave me a bit of a reason because I knew someone that would be going. And most of the people that I'm close to, like yeah, I've hung out with Prime, but I'm not close to him. Right? I want someone I can tag along with, and I didn't have anyone I could tag along with. If it was either like Halls Beauty, but she's not going. Prime, sorry, Jackie, but she's not going. And then there was also Janet, but she's not going. Can DM you Prime? Hey, don't. Jackie doesn't like. She only pretends to. No, I don't think. I don't think so. She's just like afraid of how unhinged you can be sometimes. If she doesn't like you, she'd ban you. He did? Oh no! What happened? Handle on privacy for web services. All right. Let's begin la migration. And now that we have more RAM, I can use a better transcription model, a model that can. What's the term for being able to tell the difference between speakers? It's dia something. Telling the difference between speakers live at a very odd time when you're mostly busy. I've already been banned here more time today than anywhere else. Wait, did you get banned? Oh, Dan. Yeah, no. They bully you out of love. Don't worry about it. I don't like. I just look at my chat from Chatterino, so I don't see the moderation actions. Yeah, fans, there you go. Yeah. I mean, I get banned at least once on a Prime Agent stream. And usually when I'm when I'm chatting on Prime's chat, it's me saying things to the mods rather than talking to Prime. Because Prime doesn't really pay attention to my message. I swear to God, I feel like Prime goes out of his way to ignore my messages. That is Prime. Prime Yejan. Why is Prime? Then I go to the YouTube chat where I have the mod badge and he can't ignore me there. I don't even know why he gave me mod. He did it on a whim. Let's start with core. I feel like a celebrity on YouTube chat. Let's start with the core infra services on piracy. Order matters. Some services depend on others. foundation needs these first. And persistent data from the VPS. He didn't like me at first, Footlong. But we hung out, right? And kind of warmed up to me. I was banned on Prime Stream for like 6 months. I was manic. I was in psychosis, and I was spamming a lot of streamer chats, and specifically Primes. I don't know what I said, but whatever I did triggered him to the point where he banned me off stream. I made an unban request, and the unban request is like, I don't remember exactly what he said. He was like something about being on Twitter, or something I said on Twitter might have like bothered him. I never did something, never attacked the wife. And then after I like went to I was hospitalized, I got diagnosed, I was on a path towards recovering from psychosis, and I felt healthy. I came back to like Discord and Twitch. I went to Prime's Discord and I added mods like on the open floor plan channel, and Judo heard me out. And then live on stream, Judo unbanned me, and that showed, right? Judo unbanned Loki Abu, and then Prime's like, Loki Abu, that name rings a bell. And then he saw my message history, and it didn't seem anything came, but one of the messages was like, cite your sources. And I said it as a troll, if I remember correctly. And he's like, yeah, no, he's banned. And he banned me again. And then Judo's like, no, he has a good story. And then he's like, okay, I'm excited to hear the story. And then he unbanned me again. Fast forward to TwitchCon EU. He knows that I'm like a chatter and on the Discord and Twitch. I bump into him. I'm like, Prime? I'm like, oh. And he didn't know who I was, right? I'm Abu, Loki Abu. I was like, oh, Loki Abu. And then he turned to his friend and he had his arms around me and he was like, this guy got banned off of Twitter. In EU and NA. So yeah. Oh yeah, no, the unbanned message was like, you got banned on Twitter. I'm not letting you back in. Anyways, every TwitchCon Prime gets a booth, a meet and greet booth, and there's like a big lineup. So I waited in the line. I spoke to him and I told him I explained. I told him, great knockoff domain by Theo. I feel that. What did he say to get banned by Theo? I explained myself and he's like, yeah, I understand. I've seen how far you come, blah, blah, blah. Like, I really like it when you come on chat and like you're hyping me up and hyping chat up, blah, blah, blah. We didn't hang out. I just bumped into him and had short convos and fist bumps whenever we ran into each other. And the coolest part of TwitchCon EU was when he was doing the IRL with his team and with study time. And then they saw me walking by and TJ was like, Abu, you want to come on stream? I'm like, oh, I was so nervous. I was like shitting myself. I didn't know how to, I was so shy. But yeah, Nil Pointer was there. And they're like asking chat to guess who it was. And someone guessed. And there was this one guy, I still remember his username, Durandal. It was like, that's Samir from Office Space. God damn it. You don't think it takes a lot to get banned by Theo? Yeah. Have shit to talk about, especially without really knowing me, hella genius. Yeah. But I don't know. he gets one guide easily. Prime also gets one guide easily, but if you keep like, he won't ban you outright. But if you keep going back and forth and doubling down, then you're out. So far, I've had one ban. I've banned one person. But I gave him so many chances. He got like super genocidal on the Discord, and I'm like, nope, I can't have this. And then he started calling us shredded meat for believing in mainstream media. Like, bruh, I don't like mainstream media. I took that very, very personally. Won't defend Theo, but stand by him forever. I mean, how someone behaves online isn't their whole story, right? I have nothing against him personally, but the way some people carry themselves online, like, does rub you off the wrong way. But you shouldn't attribute that to the whole being. The other thing about being that way online is it gets you the views, it gets you the money, the sponsorships. So yeah. I have like my friend Arun, who's very near and dear to me. I like what he stands for, right? But man, the guy's a menace on Twitter. he, he admits to being a bit of a loose cannon. But as a person, like, I really love him. Twitter is not a real place. Yeah. Remember anyone's family with the whatever is to you having or going on, cheers. The dude has not been nothing kind, inviting his places. His price has helped land interviews when he had a job. He does get one guy a fair bit, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'm decently like there are places where I want to butt in and participate in the conversation and push back or clap back. But then I'd like play out like how this is going to go based on the interactions I see this person had with other people, and then I'd hold myself back. I'm like, it's not going to be worth it. It's going to ruin my day. Has a massive heck. Start with phase 1. Yeah. Like, Arun rubbed me off the wrong way the first time I was on his streams and I saw his Twitter. But the guy has sources for everything he claims. He has data to back everything up. Cloud code instance. What is this coding for grandpa? It's this cloud code right there, man. It's doing the job right now. It's performing the migration as we speak. But I'm not coding, I'm vibe infraing. I guess like the action's happening on the right side of the screen, so I'll bring that here. Very picky. You should come to GCNA with long. This year I'll be going. The game devs and I thanked him, and now we cuddled and really guys, damn, it's just weird. Now we need to think about what changes are needed before starting these on a new server. Key difference is the Cloudflare tunnel. It needs a new tunnel pointing to the new server, or we reconfigure the existing tunnel. Before we start the service, I have a few questions. Plan to keep the VPS running alongside the new server during migration, or switch everything at once? Why can't I select multiple things? Let's have some good reasoning. You're gonna go all the way to Amsterdam for something. Forgot what it was. General something. Start services. Cloudflare tunnel. What's the plan? It didn't ask me. I want to move everything over and cancel the VPS, but the migration process may take a couple days, depending on how much progress we make. DNS, move the existing tunnel. Additionally, I would like to migrate all the Claude knowledge bases and configs etc with the new context of it being on the Empire Rusi server. Whole Wednesdays. Bro, I don't know what's been going on with me the past couple of days. I've been extra gassy. Luckily, whoever sits next to me at work just doesn't sit next to me. He sits next to my direct manager in his office most of the day. I don't know why. I have a feeling he doesn't like me, which I don't mind. I'm not a fan of him either. I think he's incredibly lazy. You know that I'm extra gassy? Bro, I wasn't farting as much when I moved there. I started farting when he moved up. He stopped sitting next to me. 9 GB to Empire Rusi, 12 GB to Asia, 200 MB to games. 1 second. I want to migrate the game servers as well without having to redo pterodactyl from scratch. Jackie. We copy panel database. Let's sync all the piracy services. Top services are synced, then start a new server. What did I interrupt at? Check if rsync is available. Setting up rsync disabled, and then let me sync all piracy services. Okay. It's on all three. Now let's stop everything and sync. I'll do it service by service to minimize downtime. Yeah. Everything. It's fine. I gotta poop. I'll be back. Yeah. I'll be back. Yo, Penguin Operator, what up? Thank you for the follow. Sorry, I had to go poop. A pretty solid team. Claude, but I don't know. I never played with it. I just enabled it. We are playing Factory. You want to play Factory? It's 141. If we want to play, we got to start now. Yo, thank you for Clark. Bro, you're carrying my channel. I appreciate it. Oh shit. 8-bit Thunderstruck. Okay, what has happened since I left? Stopped all services. Stop remaining an orphan container. Orphan container. Kill. Oh yeah. All stopped. Oh, you requested it. Oh, you requested Thunderstruck. But it played this instead. We can. I'm just asking. We can. Bow, 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 bow. Your sync sizes are small. Large ideas don't transfer. We run it properly. We can do it. I have the script running on the side. Let it do its thing. Yeah, Footlong, you look good. Holy moly. Looking sharp. All right. Did StreamerBot die? Already have a copy of it. So why doesn't it look like it's running? So odd. Or is there? Right. I got like 1 hour and 15 minutes of Factorio in me though, and then bedtime. Naked nudes, no worries, nice. You can do it another time? Okay, okay. Damn it, I launched the game. Because it is, I have work tomorrow. Tomorrow, though, is the weekend for me, so we can go as late as we can. So we can just play Factorio tomorrow. Da, 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 da. Five-day work week. My in Saudi, the work week is from Sunday to Thursday. Start of the work week is Sunday. Yeah. It used to be Thursday, Friday when I was younger. So the start of the work week would be Saturday. So it's Saturday to Wednesday, and the weekend would be Thursday, Friday. Don't keep the Sabbath. Yeah. Wait, Sabbath is when is Sabbath on? What are you up to, Penguin? Fine evening. Other cool MIDI stuff. Let's check it out. Yes, System Shock. System Shock is what inspired Bioshock, right? Oh. Is this DMCA? Will this give me DMCA? We can play this after Neil Pointer's request. Right now, depends which religion you are. Wait, isn't Sabbath exclusively Jewish? You'll keep searching. You still haven't found Cole? Anything interesting happening in tech world since I last covered the news? In Yiddish, Jewish, Sabbath is Saturday. Catholic say Sunday. No, you haven't found Cole. Okay. We can have a look at Kusi. How is it not working? It is working. It's working. Yo, Phoenix. Welcome, Phoenix. Hi, hi. Had to play your anthem? Bro, you call that your anthem? Like, that's like some American Psycho level anthem. Must be your app. On the mobile? Oh, don't apologize for how your mobile app is. 5 days. iPhone. Right. On call, check my DMs. All right. Jesus. You went far. 69. Oh my God. Thank you. But I mean, I need to set up Bitredeem, but I make them surprises so people don't know what it does. Wow. I didn't hear the whoa sound. Why didn't I hear the whoa sound? Move these and make a train system back to these. Full menu, please. Hey, we'll figure it out. But I don't want to do it now. I don't want to. I'm just happy like with the sound redeems that I have available. But say things get chaotic in here and I can't afford to keep them it's gonna derail stream and people are just gonna abuse it, then maybe I'll paywall it. Train system. Yeah. Okay, let's research Factorio self-hosted. Multiplayer, headless server and Docker container. Pterodactyl. GB RAM suggested for 1 to 4 players. Was powered by System Shock OEM. Tipping. Are you talking about Megadeth or the previous song? What was the previous song? Floating Point by the Algorithm. Oh, wait, let's see. I never played System Shock. Featured on System Shock playlist. Very cool. System Shock. Broader space station. What does the gameplay look like? Music, okay. Oh, did they remake it? Very positive. You can flip people. I'm sold. RTX. Atari published it. Pinball. System Shock 2. Oh, gee, is this? No, they don't. Do they not have the old one? I want to know what the old one looked like. Wait, this looks so different. So it's not a remake, it's a reboot. Oh, it is a remake. Damn. Um 1994 versus 2023. Retaining original level design and atmospheric storytelling. Yo, Zane, what up? Let's look at the comparison. Oh my, I don't speak German, but let me translate that. Am I playing Toggle's playlist? Love this game, especially music and so fast and active. Oh my god. Deja. No audio? Yeah, no, I turned off the audio because I just okay, you want audio? All right. Let's pause this. Oh, is it A couple minutes more. We're close to the end. At a tipping point. No, he's talking about the audio on this.
Hacker begins unauthorized.
I want to get a drink. When sleeping, no problem. Is this gonna go over my head? DOS.
7 April 2072. 11:13 p.m. Hacker begins unauthorized entry into the Tri-Optimum corporate network. 1:33 a.m. Tri-Optimum security forces apprehend.
This must have gone so hard in 1994
though. From Tri-Optimum. The charges against you are severe.
So
but they could be dismissed.
Oh, you played this, Phoenix?
Perform a service.
CD version, higher resolution, more voiceover, better audio.
1:33 a.m. Tri-Optimum security
so one or two you don't remember, it's more than 20 years ago, yeah.
This is Edward Diego from Tri-Optimum.
Like 32 years ago?
Are severe, but they could be dismissed.
Okay, yeah, this performs better. Higher res. Back version, with many high-res assets.
My name is Rebecca Lansing, and I'm a
Oh no, I like the PC version one better. The CD PC version. Enhanced. This is for 1080p.
Listen carefully. My name is Rebecca Lansing.
Remake. Let's see it. Slightly altered. Oh, damn.
Turn around! Now!
We're transporting the prisoner from New Atlanta Sector 11. What's our destination?
Diego's office is requesting the prisoner.
Alright, they put a lot of love into this remake.
Remove the hood.
I'll make you a deal.
Biofar, the game that was even more grim. Okay, the level design same. I mean, like, I guess the locations are the same. It's just more to the game. More direct comparison. Alright, I have a look. A moment. What happened here? Disconnect. Oh! Why? Okay. What happened? What has happened? Yeah, everything's fine. Blah, blah. Game sync completed with permission errors, but Empire is in. So let me check. It's good, only lacking vision. TTY fuck up? Yeah, I'll clear it and fix it. This guy, my left monitor is 720p, and then I shifted it to this monitor is 1080. In piracy, games barely got anything because Terra Plummet. Maybe do the games with proper handling. We do this from root. Let me try a different approach. Show details. Did you run sudo tar command for pterodactyl? Are they asking me this? I don't think so. I'm back. What do I work on? My day job is being a security architect. So I work at a fintech. Take care. Good night, new partner. I work at a fintech. So everything's security, not just architecture. I'm doing GRC work. So compliance, policy, governance. Too much for one person to handle, but that's what management wants right now. In the evenings, so whatever I feel like. So sometimes I'm playing a game. Sometimes I'm learning something. I was on a Rust learning arc, but then there are other things I wanted to get out of the way. I have like a bunch of services hosted on Hetzner, and I was paying like $30 a month for that server. It was not justifiable, and I was running out of RAM, and I wanted to add more to it. So I got a server. I have a bunch of servers hosted, like lying around in Canada. I never got to spinning them up because I'm not in Canada anymore. And it's under the control of my brother. So he spun them up and put Proxmox and Tailscale, Proxmox running. And the past like 2-ish weeks, I've been slowly like getting that ready. I put OpenSense, which is a firewall, and got that running as a router as well. So this server has a dedicated dynamic IP of its own and is separate from the dynamic IP that the rest of the home network in Canada uses. And this has 100 GB RAM. This server has 100 GB of RAM. 24 cores. Right now, migrating everything with the help of Cloud Code. So Cloud Code is handling it. It has a decent understanding of my infra. I kind of trained the harness. I'm going to trust it. We'll see how it goes. Worst case, I'll do it manually if it doesn't work out. All right. Oh, what the video you're watching? Fuck management. And by my name is just a CEO. He had the final say. Oh, these enemies. Very cool. We used to have a computer running Linux. Let's see. I'm gonna translate it. Are you asking if I have a computer running Linux? Yes, I do. Without any cooling. Do you want your computer run on Linux without any cooling? What do you mean by without any cooling? I have another laptop that I use to, that I have like Arch on, and I use that most of the time. But when I'm streaming and I don't want like my desk to be cluttered, I'm just on Windows. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to have this system running Linux, at least right now, because it's still under. It's a laptop. It's a Lenovo. This. It sounds way too loud. All right. It's a Lenovo, but it's on a premium support plan. And right now, if I want to do any diagnostics, I do it on Windows. But maybe down the road, I'll try dual booting. We shall see. But I have another laptop that's running Arch. If I had more time on my hands, then I would use my time outside of enjoy some music. Yeah, let's listen to this original soundtrack that. Wait, what? Oh wait. All right. How do you see the routing? Okay. Okay. So we can run a Factorio server. This is pure Docker. We can use Steam Archon to send commands. Copy mods. I want to VTube as a cyborg girl and have ProcGen music on streams corresponding to your mood and context. What is Uberunstable? Is it a German mood? Wait. Super unstable and context. Have you made your VTube model yet? I have like VTuber friends that you can ask for help for that stuff. But I personally haven't like dived into doing that kind of stuff. But you should. If you're gonna stream, I'll give you a follow. Let me follow you. Streaming as summer of this year. Hell yeah, do it. We need more streamers in software and game dev. It's such a niche, small category. VPS type if to run it in this session. This copies pterodactyl with all root owned files. On Kick and Twitch. YouTube for what? Yeah, I stream on Kick and Twitch as well. I never pay attention to Kick chat. Are there people there? Oh shit. Ryan. Hello, Ryan. My bad. I'm sorry. He always like he always says hi and I never pay attention to him. And then he comes over to Twitch is like, you don't pay attention to. And then on YouTube, no one really like engages there, but it's a nice way for me to store VODs. It's kind of crappy that Twitch doesn't store VODs forever. It's done? Where did it get stored? Oh, it SSH'd it as well. Docker pterodactyl. While PS aux, dear resync with root for permissions. Okay, I can see what's running. Done. I guess outside of the news about Mythos yesterday, there's nothing really exciting going on that I want to look at. What do you want to stream, Penguin? What do you do? Nods, social nods? Heat cut to NASA. As astronauts head for the moon. That Outlook thing is so funny. Straight out of Space Force. Agents promise to run the business, but who is liable if things go wrong? These malicious NPM packages exploited. Oh, Trafic has a CVE. I might need to get this updated. All right. What is the CVE? Let's have a look. Quad code source leak reveals how much info can hoover up about you and your system. Man, this whole time they allowed OpenClaw use. I should have just used OpenClaw with Claude Code before they fully axed it. I thought it was against terms of service from the beginning. Beyond Proxmox. Have a look at that. State of Home Lab Tech. Nobody expected. Broadcom effect. VMware. Everything now is now subscription based. Wanna build a custom Linux distro targeted for PC, laptops, routers, phones, microcontrollers, and home servers. Custom terminal system which merges TDY and PDY systems, and based on that, custom windowing system which handles both X11 and VLAN with custom server and compositor, and fully custom client for YouTube. Oh, very cool. That's an ambitious project. There's a lot that's going to go into it. Have you started working on it already, or you want to start it on stream in the summer? VMware vSphere has 48% of the market share, now reduced to 31%. Proxmox increased by 9%. So people are going over to Proxmox, the refugees. XCP-ng also. But XCP uses Zen. Contenders, enterprise commercial platforms, Arcfra AVE, full stack challenger, Nutanix Hyper-V. Who would use Hyper-V? God damn. Red Hat OpenShift. OpenShift is free though, right? I don't know. Open source is Proxmox, XCP, and Oracle VM VirtualBox, but this is type 2. Type 2. All right. I'm going to let this run. It's going to take a while. I want to be well rested for work tomorrow. So we'll call it a day. Let's see who's live. Bye-bye, Cake.